This is a question from operating system. Let the next generation computer systems of 64-bit virtual address space is of the same size as the physical address space. In such a case, if you remove the virtual space completely in new systems, then which one of the following is true? Efficient implementation of multi-user support is no longer possible. The processor cache organization can be made more efficient now. Hardware support for memory management is no longer needed. CPU scheduling can be made more effective. So let's try to understand the basic concept of a virtual address system. So each process has its own virtual address system. So assume it to be 64-bit. But usually the scenario is that the available physical memory will be, that is physical addressing system, will be much less than the virtual addressing system. Let's assume virtual address to be 32-bit. So the basic concept is page size is equal to frame size. So the virtual address space will be divided into a number of pages. Similarly, the physical address space will be divided into number of frames. Here, the frame size and the page size is assumed to be equal, and let's assume it to be 30 bits. So here it will be divided into two parts, the virtual address space. 30 bit of page size, then remaining 34 bit of page number. This will be page number. This will be page size. Similarly, here it will be 30 bit of frame size and 2 bit of frame number. So the basic concept here is there will be a page table for each process, and each process will be mapped based on the page table. So the CPU will generate a 64-bit address, and this 64-bit address will be mapped onto a page table, and based on this it will find the corresponding page of the process in the memory, and it will map it into a 32-bit address, and that page will be found out from the memory. So this is the basic concept. So what we are asked to do is the 64-bit virtual address space is same as physical address space. So physical address space is equal to virtual address space. In that case, there is no need for a memory management system where the conversion of this 64-bit address to 32-bit address is needed. So from this, we can understand that hardware support for memory management is no longer needed because there is no need for a conversion of the virtual address space to physical address space. So option C is the correct answer. The hardware support is used because the available virtual address space is much larger than the available physical address space. But since both are equal, the requirement of hardware support for memory management is no longer needed.